The panel discussions involving key stakeholders and experts in the field aim to delve into various aspects related to cannabis decriminalization. Topics of discussion include the regulatory framework, public health consideration, legal implications, economic opportunities, and community impact. The draft policy on cannabis decriminalization serves as a foundational document guiding these discussions. It outlines potential measures, regulations, and guidelines aimed at responsibly managing the decriminalization and use of cannabis within the legal framework of the island. CEO of the National Cannabis Secretariat, Nandi Noel, outlined the two main steps involved.
To achieve such an ambitious mandate, the Working Committee has prepared a detailed timeline of key initiatives. The first, to host consultations with the public, like this session, as well as specialized consultations for the development of a national cannabis policy framework and a market feasibility study. The second initiative lies solely with providing recommendations to amend existing laws, and cannabis decriminalization is poised as the first step in that direction. We do have a drafted policy statement on cannabis decriminalization awaiting final review and approval that will better guide our way through the appropriate legal channels.
The National Cannabis Secretariat remains committed to facilitating constructive dialogue, gathering valuable insights, and formulating recommendations that align with international best practices and local priorities.
Working towards establishing a cannabis industry is a new and an exciting field, and we're also honored to host in its introduction to Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. But it is equally complex. It requires a careful step-by-step process. It also requires the careful examination and deliberation over relevant data while considering the implications and challenges that may accompany healing two issues in our country, being the freedoms and rights presented in the Grenada Constitution and religious and sacramental use within our Rastafarian community. It may introduce other social, health, economic, and criminal challenges.
Noel emphasized the importance of considering diverse perspectives, scientific evidence from other countries in the region that have undergone similar legislative changes.
This approach has been echoed in other Caribbean islands, whose models we are currently studying and learning from, including Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbados, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But before we dive into conversation, it's important to clarify the distinction between cannabis decriminalization and cannabis legalization for medicinal and scientific purposes. Decriminalization aims to remove the criminal penalties associated with simple possession of an allowed amount of cannabis. This would not establish a legal market for cannabis sales. That is a separate policy consideration under legalization for medicinal and scientific purposes.
The active engagement of stakeholders from various sectors, including healthcare professionals, legal experts, law enforcement agencies, and government, is helping to ensure a well-rounded approach to policy development. Rena Thomas, GBN News.